Hey guys, Denny here at Partey. Apologies that it's been a while. It's been, about 3.5 weeks to 4 weeks since we posted anything, but we've had a lot going on. We've been trying to plan to get our business up and running, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a few. But more importantly, we were dealing with losses. We had two men who were very close friends of the family who recently succumbed to COVID. They both had some pretty major medical issues, but still it was very sad to see them go. I know they're in a better place, so I'm not really worried about that, but just, very sad to not have our friends around. Also, one of the young men who had went on vacation with us when we went to the lake house back in August was involved in a tragic accident, and we lost him as well, a young man. So very sad to see him go. But I remember that God is good, and all the time, God is good. So the reason for this video is just as simple as this. Johnny, thank you, and a few others had reached out. Crow notified me of, I guess, some pending legal action, or at least threats of, coming from Ken. And so, Ken, here's my message to you. In business, it's always kind of assumed that he who leads smiles. Okay, so I'm smiling, and what I see is you ranting. Okay, and that's what folks always see coming from you. So here's what I've got for you. The wheels have been set in motion. They're about to roll all over you, and it's okay. You might as well just go ahead and absorb it, suck it in. I know what you want. You can throw 1,000 bottles up on that counter and it ain't going to change anything. You're not selling like you were, and you're not able to sell at the prices that you were now. So you've essentially been neutralized. And, I know it stinks for you. And you're hoping that maybe you can reinstigate some sort of screen wars again. But let me just be honest with you. See, I feel like we're all watching you descend into oblivion. You can tell, everything's all defensive now. And I want to remind you that God is not into arrogance. Okay, He does not support arrogance. So I think you probably are talking to the other guy and just not aware of it. But that being the case, you've become a bit of a demented Willy Wonka of screen design. I mean, think about it. Red, browns, greens, blues, purples. I'm sure they're all magically delicious, but it just shows how lost you are. And you trying to threaten Partey with any kind of legal action, you have nothing. You have nothing. You said this 2 and 3 months ago. You said it 6 months ago. You said it a year ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, blah, 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 blah. Wah, 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 wah. That's my feeling, sir. So you know what I've told you before, so I'm not even going to repeat it. You do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. It's that simple, okay? So, from my opinion, your glory days have sailed on. Okay, just sailed on. All right, speaking of sales, for our subscribers and potential customers, we've been working towards opening the complete DIY coding operation again. So we're looking to have it into full operation in a few weeks, before April. In just a short while, we're also going to be displaying both the Sirius A and 2 forms of Vega, which is our gray screens. One of which is going to be on a 120-inch screen that we're going to be installing in a gymnasium. And we're going to take you along for that ride. So we're going to show you the installation of that screen in the gymnasium, how it's being utilized. And so that'll be pretty fun. And, we're looking to bring you guys along for the ride for some potential other things this spring as well, because we're looking to be out in public. So we've been setting up some venue opportunities where we're going to go out and let you see honest reactions from honest, everyday people using low caliber, not high caliber projectors. Okay, so we're going to be using a 1600 lumen short throw or ultra short throw, and we're going to be using the 3000 lumen Optima HD 143X and probably the Sony CS4. in public. Okay, so those are not massive projectors. Okay, keep in mind that the Optima, even though it's 3,000 lumens, the projector costs new roughly, I think I paid around $350 for it. So it's not an extremely expensive projector. It's 1080p, it's not 4K, and it is definitely not a venue projector, because once you start having to use venue projectors, you kind of left consumer projection. You just left it. You know, you're now in venue projection, and you should be able to do a lot more with a venue projector than what I've seen over there. So we'll just leave that where it is. But you see, Ken, I'm smiling because I know what I have. And I'm also smiling because I know what you don't have. And that's all I need to know. Y'all take care.